Hey, what is going on, Virgos? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your monthly read from now to the end of April. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. I'm going to be using the Wild Reflections Tarot. And with all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Virgos for April 2025? Let me see for Virgos. All right, Virgos. All right, let's start. First thing I see, Virgos, is I see someone coming towards you, and now this person is very. You have a history with this person. You know, it's the Six of Cups. So, I mean, for some of you, this may be someone that was fairly recent. For others, it may be someone a little bit further back. But I feel like this person you had a strong connection with. I feel like you even, so much to say, had some sort of relationship with this person. But I feel like in the past, even though, I mean, you saw the potential in this person, you saw the potential in this connection. I mean, I feel like it felt like the one. You know, I just felt like you were just so good together. But something happened. You know, we have that Five of Pentacles, that hot and cold energy. Like, the way I see this is almost that either this person went cold on you or they just straight up ghosted you. And I feel like that left you baffled because of the connection that you had with this person. I mean, I feel like the connection was deep. Like you really thought, you really believed that they understood you and that you understood them. With that Lover's card, it's such a deep connection. It almost felt like that once in a lifetime connection. And when it didn't go the way you had planned it to go, I feel like it just kind of, like I said, it left you baffled. Like, what went wrong? I feel like there wasn't proper closure. Now with this person, I do see them coming full circle. I see this person coming back into your life. We have the World card. And I feel like this person has something to say. They have something to tell you. And I feel like they need to tell you. It's very important that they tell you this because I feel like it changes everything. I feel like in the past, this person wasn't being... They were holding back with that Eight of Swords, that self-imposed prison. I mean, I feel like you showed up for this person. I feel like you took care of this person. You gave to this person. But they didn't want that. You know, we have the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like they were going through some real shit. You know, I hate to be vulgar, but I don't know how else to put that. You know, with the Queen of Pentacles, I feel like even though they were going through their shit, I feel like you try to be there for them. Like Virgos, I absolutely love Virgos. And that's one of the things I love about them is the fact that they'll show up for you. Even when you don't even show up for yourself. You know, Virgos are such giving people, and I feel like you really gave to this person because you cared about them. It's the fact that they weren't accepting it, or they didn't want to accept it. I feel like they felt like they were being held back by their own shit. I'm gonna keep saying shit. I don't know why. They felt like they were being held back by it. And this person, I mean, they loved you. They still love you. But they didn't want you being held back with them. And I honestly feel like they thought the only way to not drag you down with them is to go cold. You know, they couldn't tell you because then you'd still be supportive. You know, you'd still want to show up for them. They didn't want to bring you down the hole that they felt like they were in. I mean, I feel like they had a lot going on. You know, they had way too much on their plate, and they felt like they were just dragging you in with them. You know, I do feel like they had a lot going on. And you kept showing up for them. You know, and that just made them love you more, but they couldn't drag you down in their mess. You know, it wasn't going according to plan for them. But what I see is this person, I don't feel like a day's went by that they haven't been thinking about you. You know, and I feel like things have really turned around for this person. I feel like it took them a lot of work. It took a lot of effort to get their shit back on track. But they did it. They did it because they wanted to come back to you. It was never over for them. That's why I don't feel like it was really closure. I mean, like I said, they do have regrets. They're regretting the way it happened. But what was holding them back isn't holding them back anymore with the Devil card, that Capricorn energy. And we have the Five of Swords, which, you know, it is that regret. I feel like they regret how it happened, but I don't feel like they could change it. I don't know if they would change it. I feel like the regret is that they had to lose you, that they had to push you away. It reminds me of those movies, you know, like I think it was Cliffhanger, and he's holding on to the guy, and he's like, "You got to let me go. We're both gonna fall." And he's like, "No, I'm not letting you go." And the buddy he unstraps his glove or something, and then Buddy falls. It's because they were both doomed if he held on. You know, they're hanging by a rope, but he couldn't. He was hanging on and holding him by the arm. He can't pull himself up and pull somebody else up at the same time, you know? And it just, that's the image I get here, is like somebody, they felt like they weren't worthy. They felt like things weren't going well for them, and that they were kind of hitting rock bottom. They didn't want you there with them. You know, people show love in very different ways. What I can see with this person is they loved you. They loved you then, they love you now. They haven't stopped thinking about you. I mean, when they dream of you. Now, that's what gets us to where we're going here. They put a lot of work in. to get back to the place where everything, where putting their life back together kind of type energy. And now they believe it's time to come back. Now I feel like this person's coming back, and I feel like they're going to be very honest with you, like surprisingly honest. I feel like they're going to let you know why it is they did what they did. Even if they think you don't understand it, I mean, they got a lot of work ahead of them, and they know. That's one thing I want to make very clear with this person. They know it's not going to be easy to gain your trust again. They know it's not going to be easy to get back into your life again. And they're doing it anyway. They're not choosing the easy road. They're choosing the road that leads to you. We have the Queen of Swords. I feel like they're going to be very honest. No holds back honest. Because they know they need to give you that in order to earn your trust with that Knight of Pentacles. Showing up, putting in the work. I mean, they found balance. They finally got their balance. I feel like they were out of balance. I mean, we have the Temperance. Finally finding the balance. And like I said, the only road that matters is the road that led back to you. I mean, this person they want you to know that they're finally on the same page, that they want to build that foundation with you, that they believe that they can pull their own weight now. They felt like they were just holding you back. They felt like they were going to hold you back. But now you're on the same page. Now, I feel like they've aligned themselves with you. With the Four of Wands, building that foundation, the Seven of Pentacles, being on the same page. With the Page of Pentacles, it's about aligning themselves. They aligned themselves with you. I feel like they're in a place now that they can give you what you deserve. A partner. A lot of people think that, I mean, some people use us, and it's true. Unfortunately, it's true. This person didn't want to be that person. They could have just kept taking your help. They could have just, played it along. They didn't want that. But like I said, I feel like this person's back and they're stronger than ever. And they know it's going to take a lot of work. Like I said, with that Seven of Swords or Seven of Wands, they know it's not going to be easy. They know that, and they still do it anyway. It's stuff like that we really need to look at. It would be easier for them just never to come back and maybe start something with someone else. Because that person doesn't have they don't have the marks, the strikes against them with someone else. They don't have to show up for someone else and prove something to someone else or make things right with someone else. So it would be easier. They're not choosing easy, they're choosing you. Like I said, they're coming back. I mean, I feel like this person, you saw the potential in this person, and now they're finally seeing it too. And they're on the right track, and I feel like they're coming back. And I mean, we have the Family card. They're back, and they want to be back forever. They're not going anywhere. They're not screwing this up again. I mean, even with you not primarily in their life at a time when they could have used you, they could have needed you. You were helping them even if you didn't know it. They found their way back to you. And like I said, they're not going anywhere. We got that Hierophant, that union. This person wants they're going to want to make things right. They're going to want to move forward with you. They're going to want to build that foundation. I mean, we have building the foundation. We have the Family card. We have, the Hierophant. What you had was real. They knew it. You knew it. Now we get to finally see where this can really go. And this person just wants to have, they want to have that, like a normal relationship with you. They don't want to be a burden. They didn't want to be a burden to you. They want to have a normal relationship where you show up for each other, where you support and help each other. You know, they want to put in the work too. I love the character of this person. I feel like I'm seeing what you saw. You know, even people with good character make poor choices sometimes, but I don't feel like, I feel like if it would have continued on in the past, I feel like it might have been detrimental, and I feel like that's what they saw. You know, you don't want to, nobody wants to look weak to the person that they care the most about. And I feel like they felt weak before. Anyway, with this person, I mean, we have Capricorn, Taurus, we have Virgo, we have Gemini, I mean, we have Leo, we have Aries, I do feel some Cancer. Some Pisces. And they love the shit out of you. I mean, that's clear. That's absolutely clear. When someone chooses your happiness over theirs, they wanted you to be happy and they just didn't think they could do that. They didn't think they could give you what you wanted. You know, and they knew that you could give them what they wanted, but they didn't want to take it from you. I don't know. I like movies, okay? So what I'm about to say is something that I don't know if you've ever seen the movie The Longest Ride. I really love that movie. Big fan of it. I just like movies that kind of have different stories going on that all kind of intersect into one. But there's that part where the guy comes back from the war and he can't have kids. So he kind of ghosts that woman that he's in love with. You know, the love of his life. He kind of ghosted her because he knew that she always wanted children. And he couldn't give her that. But he wanted her to have it. You know? Loving someone that deeply is the kind of love we all want. We want someone to love us so deeply that they want our happiness, whether it's with them or not. I mean, I know that sounds kind of weird, but it's true. Like, you put their needs above yours. And we're always taken care of. If we put their needs above ours, and they put our needs above theirs, then we got each other. That's a partnership, you know? I know a lot of people say you put yourself first. I'm just not that person. I'm just, in my head, I can't be that person. Because I'm always worried about other people. You know, the people I care about. But that's the thing, when you find real people that you care about and that care about you, it equals itself out. It balances itself out. That's why you surround yourself with good people. You know, I think Virgos get that because Virgos are so helpful. You know, they show up for you. And I mean, my brother is a little off topic, but my brother had some addiction problems in the past. And I remember he went to rehab. And this guy that I met there, he was a Virgo. And he was a counselor there. And he was such a nice person. Like, he really authentically really smart too. I mean, he probably could have made big bucks doing something else, but that's what he wanted to do. He wanted to take care of people that had addiction. You know, and I remember he was talking and stuff, and some of the stuff he was saying, it was just like, you never thought of it before he said it, you know? But I remember he was a Virgo, and he just dedicates his life to helping other people. And he's put himself in some real danger. He's had some real situations. He actually just came back to work the first time I met him, he just came back to work because somebody that was there that was going through the drug rehab had actually kind of had an incident, and he ended up like slicing him, and he had to get like 16 stitches along his arm because of somebody attacked him. And he said, you know, it's not an easy job. He said, but somebody's got to do it. And he said he does it because, you know, he was telling me about history that he had. His father had addictions, and he never wanted anybody to have to go through that. He's seen how much his dad struggled with it. And I feel like unless you know somebody that's been, you know, personally front lines, know somebody that's dealt with addictions, it's a hard thing to talk about, and it's a hard thing to explain to someone. I mean, it's not just them taking things from you or taking money from you, or you know how they are different, you know, and how cold they can be. You know, it's not about that. It's about so many other things. But anyway, point of my story was he was a Virgo, this guy. And the funny thing is, my brother's been clean for a long time, and I'm very proud of him. That guy still connects with him, still reaches out to make sure he's still good. But that's, you know, this guy's putting his heart and soul out there. And I mean, like my brother said, he contacts him at least, you know, every 6 months or so, asking him how he's doing, telling him he's still there if he needs to reach out to him. You know, and I feel like the point of the story, that was to get back to it. I know I got so off track, and I do that a lot. The point is if we put others above ourselves, and other people put us above them, and we do that for each other, we always got each other's back. That would make the world such a better place. You know, I feel like this idea of, you know, obviously you want to love yourself and care about yourself and be, you know, but be self-aware. You know, but we have a lot of love inside of every one of us, and we have a lot that we can offer. Anyway, I know I got off track, so I'm sorry. I'm glad you guys listened to me. I find it therapeutic. Sometimes I really get things off my chest, and sometimes it's not even, you know, sometimes it may not be clear that I appreciate you guys as much as I should make it clear, but I do appreciate you. I love you. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.